everyone, it's Jeanette, your instructor. This is the second video that we'll be looking at this week that talks about iTunes and how to use iTunes to support your instruction. We just finished looking at the podcast tutorial, and right now we're going to focus on iTunes U. iTunes U is actually a university that offers courses and instruction for a variety of topics. So here's where we left off on the podcast. I am going to go over here to these three little dots and hit iTunes U. Now when I pull up iTunes U, I can verify that I'm in the right section because I see the iTunes U over here, and it works just like most things do in iTunes. I can narrow my choices down here by whatever I see on the screen, and I can also scroll down to see what are the top collections as well as what are the top individual courses. Now this is a really interesting site to use. My daughters have used this quite a bit, and so have I. One of my daughters took a course on learning to play the guitar, and she's actually a pretty good guitar player now. So let's take a look at what we can find. I'm just going to scroll through here again. Just a quick reminder that these little bars pop up, and you can use them to navigate what's offered on this front page. If I hover around, I'm going to find the other one, and I can scroll around and so on. This should look very familiar to you by now. So let's go ahead and go up here and look up something in, say, math. All right, so it's pulling up some information I can see here on probability from Harvard, intermediate algebra, calculus 1, all of this stuff scares me. Intro to stats and trigonometry, algebra 1. Now maybe we're getting into my math skills here. So you have to just open these up and play with them and see what you can find. We also have math, which is attached to an iPad initiative. Not very popular, not sure how that works there. We have some collections, of course. We have the Khan Academy. This collection is banking and money. Here's a collection of linear algebra, calculus, again, from the Khan Academy. And we can scroll down to individual lessons, vocabulary builders, math, blended intermediate algebra. You can see the times that these are posted. Again, you can see the popularity of each one of these, and you can see that each one has a video associated with it. So let's go ahead and go up and just see if we can find something that is not quite as frightening as it might otherwise be. Boy, this is all just really scary to me. Look, 6th grade math. Let's check this one out. Mrs. Turner's 6th grade math. Let's see how Mrs. Turner did. So it looks like Mrs. Turner is quite popular here. She has a lot of videos out that she looks like she puts together to support her students as they learn throughout the year. And looking at this, I would think that most of her students did pretty good on fractional representations. And I'm thinking here more near the end of the year, these little kiddos are starting to struggle with some divisibility and other things. So let's just take a look at what she's done. This is does not appear to be made by a university professor. It appears to be made by a 6th grade teacher. So let's take a look at what we have here.
Divisibility, Part 1. Mrs. Turner's 6th grade math class, Community Middle School. Divisibility. Divisibility is a big concept, but it's a fairly simple one. Divisibility means that one number can be evenly divided into a larger number. If a number is divisible by another number, the answer always is a whole number. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pause this one here, and I'm going to hit escape and pop out of here. Now that was one that was made by, like we said, a 6th grade teacher. So it shows you a little bit of what you can do to support your kiddos in their learning. Now let's go find one that's made by, let's check out Harvard. So we get some ratings and reviews again. Just like our podcast, you can subscribe to some of them. And again, here we go is the video, the time, and the popularity. So let's click on this one that seems pretty popular.
And the reason I call it strategic practice is kind of that they're going to be grouped by theme. Like these are problems that help you practice this topic. These are problems that help you practice that topic, and so on. Which was like, as I said, I'm a chess player, and my favorite chess tactics books, they'll start out with like a chapter on pins and then a chapter on forks.
So as you can see, this appears to be just a video that was recorded of this professor teaching in his class. So that could be a good thing to support those students of yours who maybe need a little bit higher level of instruction or maybe need to hear it from somebody other than you. So there's a lot of possibility here in this video. I'm going to hit escape. And then let's go ahead and go up and search for another topic. I wish you guys could tell me what topic you would like to search out here. So I entered history. And again, we have courses across the top. This looks like Yale, Sailor, I'm not sure if Johns Hopkins may be hiding back there. Here is The Ohio State University, Why Architects Should Study Architectural History. Well, let's just check that one out.
Much of what I'm going to say is going to be an advertisement for things that I do, which is history is good, travel is good, perhaps you knew that, but I'm really going to use those terms to talk about how architectural ideas move and how styles have developed in the past. So I'm going to give you this foundational figure, Joachim Winckelmann,
let's see if we can
posed a question.
Move this across and just get a little overview. So I can just check this out. As you can see, I'm doing this for you right now and see if this looks like a video that would be appropriate for my class. I mean, it's close to an hour long, and I don't want to get, into minute 59 and discover that it's not an appropriate video. So sometimes it's good to just go ahead and scroll through here like this and see if it looks like it will meet the needs of your students.
These are some of the effects that you get.
And I will pop out of there. So this is iTunes U. I said on podcast it was a little less formal because iTunes U is a little more formal. As you can see, there seems to be a little bit more of an organization that goes with these videos versus a podcast that's a little more freewheeling out there. So check out iTunes U and see what you can come up with to support your instruction. Oh, look, where's Iliad? Let's check that one out real quick. Sorry. I just caught my eye. Oops, it's doing something weird.
Welcome to the La Trobe University podcast. I will be your host, Matt Smith, and joining...
I'm going to go ahead and stop that one. I have no idea what I just did. So play with this, check it out. Remember that you have options over here of what you can look at. You also have the option to search up here. So find something that you're interested in and check it out. All right, I will come back to you with video number 3 here in just a little bit. Enjoy.